Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are joining us from around the world. Thank you for celebrating with us all month long as we have been celebrating classrooms and students and school communities around the world who use technology for good. Today's session makes my heart so happy because I happen to be joined live from Connecticut with Ellie the elephant, who belongs to Mary Jalland's classroom in Scotland. And Ellie actually is a family of 3 traveling elephants. These elephants, classroom elephants, get to learn about the world, with the world. And I have been honored over the years. In fact, Mary and I have figured this out since at least 2015, 2016, when we were first connected. I've had the privilege and the honor to travel with Ellie. And Ellie actually has been a co-presenter. We co-keynoted together. So the fact that Ellie is here in Connecticut with me while we get to go live with Mary, and one time I've been able to be in the same place at the same time with Mary and all 3 traveling elephants. So this is pre-pandemic, maybe, I don't know, 2019, do you think, Mary? We were at DigCit Summit in Ireland.
Yep.
And you got to present with all 3 elephants. And it was the first time I got to meet you and hug you and be in person. And I have said this like as loud, I'd get on top of a mountaintop, that you are my favorite classroom ever, bar none. And the fact that we get to continue to celebrate with you, makes me really happy. So Ellie and I are going to be in the background, and we're really excited about this, a possibility of a global sing-along. Even though we might not be able to see it, we're really going to encourage to post on social media so that we can see some reactions of classrooms singing along with us. So Mary, we'll be in the background, and we'll let you take it away from here and introduce yourself and kind of let people know, if they don't know about Ellie and this incredible family of elephants, how it all started.
Okay. Well, I'm Mary Jalland. I'm a teacher in Scotland, and my toy elephants from my class like to go traveling. They like to have work experience, and they like to go around the world and meet with people all over the world who tweet with them or post on Instagram, so that the children in my class can learn all about the world, and they've traveled all over the place. But today I'm going to talk to you about how I help my students to feel included and to be inclusive. Now, this relates to the inclusive element of the DigCit competencies, and I'm going to start off before handing over to the children, who are going to tell you all about what they've learned about being included, and then they are going to sing, and we're hoping that you're all join in with the songs, and I'll teach you the choruses before we start, if I remember. So the songs we're going to be singing are from our Fischy music program, which is the health and wellbeing program that we use. Now, as with all digital citizenship, we teach that the internet is a place, and the way that we behave towards each other away from tech should be the same as when we're on tech. So we start with learning how to be inclusive as a person. Now, in Scotland, I don't know if you can see this, we use the Shinari indicators of well-being to measure, well, just to recognise if children's needs are being met so that we can get it right for every child. And there's lots of different parts of this to make sure a child thrives. And the children learn about one every month. And last month it was I am included. And to be included, it means getting guidance to overcome inequalities, being full members of your community in which you live and which you learn. So we've been learning all about being included. So we started off by considering the children considering themselves, if they're listened to, if they're included in class and in decision making and so on. And then we looked at people who might be excluded for all sorts of reasons. And we tried to think, if somebody wants to join in, but they can't join in, we need to find a way that they can join in. So we learned all about prejudice, disability, health conditions, and things like that. So it's really important to be included, that you're listened to. So my class last year with me made up a thin link. We were deciding how the children wanted the classroom to be. So I'm going to try and share my screen with you right now. There we are. I hope you can see that. So the children started talking about what rights were most important to them in school, which were the right to play, be heard, being safe, and having a quality education. They knew a lot about their rights. And what we did was we identified which rights and which SDGs they linked to. And then underneath, and I drew this using Procreate on iPad, we wrote about what should happen in our classroom to make sure that our classroom looked like what we wanted it to look like. So we're looking at be heard. And as you can see, the children thought that their views should be listened to and acted on. We should have child-led learning. The teacher should be observing to learn about what the children are interested in. And the children should learn to explore their interests. So I'm going to show you a video of an example of a child completely changing the direction of our learning. I was meant to be teaching something totally different, and then this happened.
So, what if we create a song, make a number song?
What do you want us to do?
A number song, and we can dance like a number. But we gotta make number six.
Number suits.
Yeah, and we can dance like this. 1, 2. We can dance like this, and guess what it is?
So we all wear number costumes.
Yeah.
And we do a number song and dance.
Yeah. Like a number. Yeah.
Is that a good idea?
Yeah.
How are we going to make number costumes? With Granny Ellie? She could be the judge. How can we make costumes?
And guess what? I could maybe get some thread and some blankets, then sew them.
You want us to sew our own number costumes?
Yeah, with blankets, it's gonna be so comfy. So,
Oh.
and we could be in a team. We can all be in a team. You could be like, yeah, we're in the sun. I know. We could split the school primary one in half, so it could be in a team. So what team it could win. And we could help each other if they do mistakes.
So we're going to make number costumes,
Yeah,
and we're going to be in
and we
teams.
have to get our names.
And remember the number names.
Yeah, and our teachers. And next week we can sing a song and put our costumes on and go on everybody's class and say we have made a number song and you love it.
Wasn't that great? So we then went on to do this over the next week. Everything stopped and we made number suits and we made a book creator. And so you can see us just journaling what we've done. We've got videos here of the children all being included, working together in their groups to work out what they were going to do. And I'm linking it to the curriculum all the time. And then you can see them making the number suits in all the different ways. And then at the end, performing the number dance. So there was a whole load of learning going on with that. So that's just one way that the children were listened to. But now it's the moment you've all been waiting for, because we are going to learn a couple of choruses. So I hope somebody's out there, and I hope you're going to sing with me, because I don't know that you are. So please do. I don't want it just to be only me. So here is how the first chorus goes. It goes like this. Build up one another, build up your sisters and brothers, build up one another, build up. Okay, see if you can do that with me this time. Are you ready? Are you? Okay. Build up one another, build up your sisters and brothers, build up one another build up. Did you do it? Did you? Well, the song is all about how it's important to each other up and not tear each other down. Now, there's another song we're going to do all about our differences and how we're all special. And the chorus goes like this. You are a star, just the way you are. You are a star, just the way you are. And I'm hoping that when it happens, you'll be able to join in with that bit too. So here we are. We're going to have children first talking to their teddy bear in their class, all about what it means to be included. Now, they might mention people having different shadows, and that's because they were reading a book called My Shadow is Pink, which is a great picture book, all about gender stereotypes and introducing LGBT issues for children. And that's followed by a couple of songs from some of the pupils at Broomhill Primary School in Aberdeen. And we're using Fischy Music Online, which is a great resource of songs with lesson plans that helps to teach about well-being and also religious and moral education. And we absolutely love these songs, and we recommend that you subscribe to Fischy Music. So without further ado, I will share the screen again. Here we go.
About how we are different. It doesn't matter what you look like or who you are. It just matters who you are. And it doesn't matter what you look like or what color hair, eyes do you have. And skin. It just matters that you are you. We're all learning to be kind to one another. If somebody has trouble with joining in, you try to include them. You need to be kind to other people. It doesn't matter if they're not kind to you. And be kind to them and you need to treat them the way you want to be treated. We've been learning that our difference is, and we don't have the same color hair and the same skin, and we don't have the same shadows. It's okay to be different. We should be kind to everybody. We should include everybody. We should make sure we're included. We have the right to be included. We have the right to be in the club that we like. So it doesn't matter if who you are or who you are. It just matters that you are you, and it doesn't matter if you're different. It just matters that that's the thing. It's special that you're different, because it would be boring if you be the same as everybody else. And that's what's special about you. And it doesn't matter if you have different hair or different skin or different eyesight. It just matters that you're different, because that's the thing that's special about you. Even if you're deaf or if you can't see anything, or if you're in a wheelchair, if you can't walk, that's okay, because you can still join in fun, and you can still be friends with some with other people. And it doesn't matter if you're both different. It just matters that you are you. It's important that we help everyone to join in. If they've got an illness or parts of their body don't work, we need to find ways to include them. When decisions are made about children, it's important that we get to have our say. Our views are important. Our feelings are important. Some people have a mummy. Some people have a daddy. Some people have both. Some people have two daddies. Some people have two mummies. Some people live with their grannies and grandpas, or just their grannies, or just their grandpas, or their uncles. It's important that children are listened to. Adults need to listen to us, and if we're worried, we get to talk about it. We to all be friends, even though we're different. Even though we got different hair, I am always kind to other people. Even when you're not kind to me. There's some people that find it hard to fit in, but it's our job to help them and accept everybody for who they are. No matter how you start your day, you wear when you play, or if you come from far away, all are welcome here. We are part of a community. Our strength is our diversity. A shelter from adversity. All are welcome here. We will learn from each other. Special talents we will uncover. There's a big world to discover. All are welcome here. Every word you say, whoa! Every game you play, whoa! Every silly face, whoa! Every single place, whoa! You can build up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Build up one another. Build up your sisters and brothers. Build up one another. Build up. Every joke you tell, whoa! Every name you spell, whoa! Everywhere you go, whoa! Everyone you know, whoa! You can build up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you can throw them. Build up one another. Build up your sisters and brothers. Build up one another. Build up. Can you build up? You can build up. Can you build up? Yes, we can. Can you build up? We can build up. Can you build up? Yes, we can. Every song you sing, whoa! Every bell you ring, whoa! Every gift you spend, whoa! Every special friend, whoa! You can build up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Build up one another. Build up sisters and brothers. Build up one another. Build up. Build up one another. Build up sisters and brothers. Build up one another. Build up. Too old, too big, too slow. Everybody say it. Everybody say it. Too square, too small, too posh, too tall. Everybody say it. Everybody say it. Who do you listen to? 'Cause after all, I'm telling you, you are a star. Just the way you are. You are a star. Just the way you are. too smelly, too glossy, too smelly, too fussy. Everybody say it, everybody say it. Too weak, too sad, too good, too bad. Everybody say it, everybody say it. Who do you listen to? 'Cause after all, I'm telling you. You are just the way you are. You are a star, just the way you are. Too thick, too fast, too this, too that. Everybody say it, everybody say it. Too young, too deep, too chunky, too pretty. Everybody say it, everybody say it. Who do you listen to? 'Cause after all, I'm telling you. You are a star, just the way you are. You are a star, just the way you are. You are a star, just the way you are. You are a star, just the way you are. Just the way you are, just the way you are, just the way you are. You are a star, just the way you are, just the way you are, just the way you are. You are a star, just the way you are, just the way you are, just the way you are. You are a star, just the way you are, just the way you are. Just the way you are, you are a star.
Mary, that was incredible.
Thank you.
That really, I mean, we were smiling ear from ear, and we were putting in, the comments as well. I don't know how anybody couldn't join this session without like not feeling absolutely incredible. Like this is that extra bounce to your step. And what you have done with these classroom elephants is incredible. So you've got Granny in your hands right now. I've got your Ellie.
Yes.
Blue Ellie, I know, is out on assignment. Do you just want to share for people that this might be their first time? Where have these elephants traveled?
They have been to Sierra Leone and Liberia treating Ebola during the Ebola pandemic. They have been to the Great Wall of China. They have served in Afghanistan. They've been to India. They've been to America lots of times. They've been in all sorts of different work experience with politicians and people that work in hospitals, all sorts of things.
I know that this Ellie has been to Canada, has recently been in Canada. And I hope, and we could give a nice little shout out. Mrs. Bennett's class was able to join us live. I really hope so. I know that I got to bring Ellie to Russia with Jamie Donnelly for a conference, Ed Crunch conference before the pandemic. And then all around the United States. But I do love the thought behind these Ellies going.
Of course, you took Ellie to the climate summit in New York, didn't you?
Yeah. So Ellie's
and Blue Ellie went to the Glasgow COP26 as well. So yeah,
that's right. I mean, she is a climate warrior. Absolutely. So it's just incredible that you provide these opportunities for your students and young learners to learn about the world with the world. And I know that actually during the pandemic, when we hosted our first global impactor, that we like Ellie, someone was job shadowing Ellie, a classroom in Alabama, and learning through like your social media feed how they could do something similar in their school community. And so I hope as we continue to celebrate what you do, your words and your actions, the things that you do every single day, you are my favorite feed. So make sure you're following Ellie Primary One on Twitter to keep learning alongside these incredible classroom of traveling elephants, and Mary as well as your students. But this is just something that inspires and empowers other classrooms to say, wait a second, I know that Michael Drezick is and Lakeshore Central is watching live. They kind of did a job shadow as well, and they have, I think, the Eagle. I forget what the Eagle's name was, but in a kindergarten classroom that they did something similar. And this is exactly how we want to continue to promote how to use technology for good. So Mary, from the bottom of our hearts, I have to even put in, because I'm trying to do multitask here, some of these other comments. I agree. These songs, like I get an extra bounce to my step, Mary. Oh, yes. For the start
and
of
if you subscribe to Fischy Music, they've got videos with people doing reactions, teaching lots and lots of songs, and there's lesson plans to go with them as well. So it's
I feel like I did
really good.
I did put that link. Here we go. I'm going to put it back up again. I'm trying to there's the link to Fischy Music. So Mary, I know, and I'll go back right over here too. I want to make sure that they know how to follow you right here to continue to learn alongside Ellie Primary One and all the elephants. We got Blue Ellie, this is Ellie, Granny Ellie. Those are the three classroom elephants that help students learn about the world with the world. So everyone that joined us live, thank you. If you were able to take any pictures or some videos, please tag Ellie Primary One, tag the Digsit Institute, because we, this month, all month long, we've been celebrating how students in classrooms and school communities around the world use technology for good. And we thank you for joining us and celebrating with us. I know that I'm going back on live at 1:30 with another classroom. We're going to be talking about how to Ted Lasso your classroom. So this is our last week. I can't believe we're on the last week of this month. And continue to celebrate with us, not just this month, but all the time. So we'll end for now, Mary. You are a star.